Okay, so this is what I did for a project in school. It's a math quiz that we made on Adobe Animate. It's kind of hard. It was my first time, but it's nice. It was a really nice activity to do. So let's take a look at the information of the game. So it's created by me, Stacey Valerie P. Alcausen, submitted to our professor, Sir Marvin De Leon. It was a submission for our second exercise, which was a mini game. Okay. And then for the mechanics, you just have to answer the given problem by clicking the numbers. And then click check to enter your answer and move on to the next question. Well, that's it. Okay, so let's play. Okay, so um, first I did the score here. It's an a 0, of course, right? It's the start of the game, and then the questions we have 20. It was supposed to be 20. Yeah, so you can change these numbers. They can be put as input numbers so that they can be changed. Actually, the coding for this, I'm not sure if I can say it was, um, I'm not sure if I can say that it was really complicated because for me it was. I'm a first timer at this, so everything was really overwhelming for me because it was hard. Like I didn't grasp the idea at first, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. So, and then we have these two die. Do I call them die? I think it's die. So I made each of them. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 sides of the dice, right? So yeah, there are two of them, two dice. I think it's die if it's singular. I'm not sure. But anyway, there. And then we have uh the minus sign. There are 4 operators and I created each of them. So there's the addition, the subtraction, oh no, I'm sorry, the difference, and then the dividend. Is that right? No, that was the answer. Uh, I did operations for subtraction, addition, multiplication, and division. So I first made them into a movie clip, and then each frame I assigned the individual images there. That's what I did as well with the die, with the dice. So on the first frame, the only image there is the face 1 of the die, and then the second frame, the second the two dots that symbolizes the two face of the die, and then so on and so forth. It's the same with the 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then on this area right here, this is where your answer is gonna be typed in. I mean, you're not gonna type it, but as you click on the buttons, it's gonna show itself there. And then here on the end of the answer box is the it's gonna show if your answer is correct or wrong. So there's gonna be a a check mark or an X mark depending on your answer, whether it is right or wrong. And then this is a return button, so if you click it, there, you go there. You go back to the menu, but you're not gonna, it's gonna randomize again, and then it's gonna be a new score, new question, so you can't continue from where you left off if you click the return button. So these are randomly generated, the dice and the operator. So it depends. And then we have these buttons. I did them all of myself. All of these, by the way, I did them myself. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you get the idea. So if you click check after you input a button, it's gonna check if your answer is correct. There's a certain code for that, which really burned my brain. I swear. It's just so hard. For me, because I'm a first timer, but I think it's really easy for, the people who already know how to work this. And then this is the backspace button. So if I input, for example, 20, I can remove that. And then this is the negative space, the negative sign, if you have negative answers, and then the point sign, yes. But actually, I don't use this because the code I did, it only requires the dividends to be a whole number. So even if there is 1.6 or 1.3, it's gonna round up itself to a whole number. So there's gonna be 1 or 0 most likely. So let us answer this question. So 2 minus 4. 2 minus 4. 2 minus 4 is negative 2, right? Yeah, it's correct. So as you can see, if your answer is correct, there's gonna be a check button right there, and then your score will be added to 1 because each question is equivalent to 1 point for the score. So as you can see, the question, we moved on to the second question. Okay, so this one, 3 divided by 6. That's a 0. So check, and it is correct. And another point for us, and another question for us. So 3 minus 5, that is 1. Check, and again, we got it right. And then next, moving on to the fourth question, 4 points after this. So 3 times 4. 3 times 4, that is 12. Check. And it is correct again. See, question 5, and our score is now 4. Let's answer until the end, shall we? So 2 times 1, 2. 3 divided by 3, 1. 5 divided by 3, rounded off, 1. 5 plus 4 is equal to 9. 2 plus 5 is equal to 7. And then 4 minus 6, that is negative 2. So what's gonna happen if we made a wrong answer? So here we have, for the 11th question, we have 2 plus 3. So that's supposed to be 5. But what happens if we type an incorrect answer? So for an incorrect answer, let's input 8. So if we check with 8, an X mark shows up, and then the question, the score, it subtracts 1 point from it if you get an answer wrong, but you still move on to another question. Okay, so let's try to move until the end, until we get the last question. Okay, so apparently we now have 4 points out of 20. So 3 times 2, that is 6. Check it. And then the last question, 3 plus 6, that is 9. Check it. Okay, so now we have the game over. What I did with that is, if the question will reach 21 over 20, that's automatically game over, because our last question should only be 20, should be the 20th. Okay? Thank you for watching.